Plaintiffs Dakota Andrews and his fiancée, Jessica Sparkman, say they rented a home with the defendant 2 times, and both times the defendant ended up stealing from them. Jessica claims after an argument with the defendant, she abruptly moved out of their home. So they're suing for breach of contract and emotional distress. Defendant Lauren Sansusi insists she never stole anything from the plaintiffs and claims she had problems with them because Jessica tried to control her every move. Lauren's countersuing for property damages and illegal eviction and harassment.
Start with you.
All right, Your Honor. Well, you know, everyone's got those irresponsible friends. That's Lauren Sansusi. We first moved in together for the first time back in January 2012.
Where did you know her from?
My fiance, they went to school together.
Okay.
Everything was going good. It was actually going great for a few months. Lauren started a new job, doing good. Started drinking, hanging out with the neighbors. My fiance got pregnant, and we're just like, we're not doing this scene. We want to move on. Lauren started selling her underwear, clothes, everything. And so we were just like, we're done. We're moving out.
For what purpose? Do you know why she was selling her underwear?
No, not selling, stealing.
Oh, stealing
to wear.
Stealing your partner's
and wearing underwear. She could be wearing them right now. But, so we were like, we're done.
Did you all ask about it?
I tried to confront her about it, and all she told me was, why were you in my bedroom?
She said what?
Why were you in my bedroom? That was it. She didn't deny that.
You came to her bedroom to ask.
She was at work, and when we were moving, I gave her my fan.
All right.
And that's when I saw them on the floor.
Gotcha.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
But anyway, so we moved out to an apartment, and we lived there for a year, and then a few months back, we moved into a nice, beautiful 3-bedroom home, and we started talking to Lauren again, you know, and we hate burned bridges. So we're like, hey, yeah, you know, we'll try it again. She's like, you know, I've changed. We're like, yeah, well, it's been a year. You know, most people do change in a year. You know, we'll give you another chance as we are good people. So gave her another chance, and then not even 3 weeks later, stuff starts going missing. More clothes, CDs, movies, my cigarettes. Our son, we have a 10-month-old son. He lost $50 out of his piggy bank. You know, we're like, who steals from a baby?
Ma'am, let me hear from you.
So I've known Jessica since I was 17. I've known her since I was a sophomore in high school. I met Dakota through her, known him for about 2 years. I did live with him previously. We did move from Emmett to Boise together. You know, they were having a child together. I was just turning 21. I kind of wanted to do my own thing, live my life, and so I decided not to move with them when the lease was up. But like he said, I did run into them. It had been a year, and my lease was up at the apartment, so I decided that I needed to find somewhere to stay for the time being. They offered. I decided I would live there. Ever since I've known Jessica, she's always wanted to control my life, what I've done, what choices I make. She's kind of like...
They say you were a petty thief both times you lived with them.
Right.
You were?
I was not, no.
Panty thief? What do you mean? No, I didn't say panty thief. I said petty thief. Oh, okay. What do you mean right then?
Well, yeah, I'm saying right that they are saying that, but that is not correct.
You never stole anything from them?
I did not.
Did they confront you about stealing anything?
Not as far as I remember, no.
This is the first time you've heard it? Good enough.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. And so how was it living with them?
It wasn't bad at first, and then Jessica, like I said, likes to control everything. So she likes to control what I do, who I talk to.
Give me some examples.
So when I lived at the apartment previous, like Dakota said, I had just turned 21, so I was drinking, and I remember getting into altercations with her about drinking, and her, you know, yelling at me about it and saying that I'm ruining my life. So just situations like that. So,
all right. What you doing with your life these days?
I actually work at a call center for AT&T. So I work...
You finished high school and all of that? Yeah. All right. Go ahead. She says that she's never even heard you all speak of these things that you're claiming she stole. So let's go to the breach of contract that you're suing her for.
Okay. So from the past experience, this time I made sure it was in contract about her rent and what would happen if she was late and thereon and so forth. Anywho, on August 17th, Lauren had told Dakota that she was leaving and not coming back. Of what year? 2013, this year.
All right. Mm-hmm.
She told Dakota that she was leaving and not coming back, and she took her dog and she packed her backpack. So therefore, I consider that as involuntarily moving out since she had been late on rent ever since she'd moved in. So
When did she say she would move?
that day, she left that day. She packed her
didn't have
backpack.
much.
Oh, she gave you 1 day notice? That's my point.
I guess
well,
so.
What do you mean you guess?
Well, she just grabbed
Hold
her backpack.
on.
She
What
just
do you mean you guess?
she grabbed her backpack and her dog and left and said she wasn't coming back, and she hadn't come back.
Okay, and how many days notice
So-
do you think that might be?
None.
I don't know. None, I guess. Because, I mean, to me, I felt we had gotten into an altercation about her dog, which is the reason why she left. It was stated in the contract that she is responsible for her dog and whatever her dog makes for a
Okay.
mess.
All right, so you
And-
all agreed to allow her to leave with no problem?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, that being said, I wrote up I guess, an eviction notice, and I gave it
Why'd
to
you
her
have
on
to
the
evict her
20th.
if she said she was leaving voluntarily?
Because I don't know, I just didn't.
Feels good.
I didn't feel it was good enough just for her
Okay.
words. So for my sake, I wrote up an eviction notice. She signed it on the 22nd of August, and I had given her a copy as well. It stated that she was responsible for the money that she was late on rent and for the late fees, and also for the things that were stolen from my house as well.
All right, let's see it.
Okay.
She says it's the first time she ever heard of any theft. First time you ever alleged it. And why don't you read that part about the theft? That's a great big lie that's already been told, allegedly, by someone.
It says the things that were taken were a pair of wet seal shorts.
Well, what?
Wet seal, it's just a brand, a pair of shorts, my clothes. Vampire Diaries Season 2 and 3, and a PlayStation game that was also taken, a movie called Breaking Dawn Part 2.
Good enough.
And
Let's
so-
see it, please. Go on. Ma'am, did you sign this?
Yeah, but when
Hold on. You just told me this is the first time you've heard of it, but now you're telling me you signed a document admitting that you stole several things.
Sir, when I was served that paper, I was served that at my work
I didn't ask you that. I said that you signed it, and why did you sign it?
because I was under distress when I signed it.
What type of distress? What is called duress?
I'm not sure.
You don't know what type of duress you were under.
No.
Is something wrong with you?
No.
Are you drunk today?
No.
All right. And your counterclaim is for what?
For damages and illegal eviction and harassment.
You just signed this.
Yeah. Sir, that was...
You have a good day. Your claim is dismissed. She's very, very confused. First, she said she's never even been accused of stealing by you all, yet she signed a document saying she stole. I asked, why did you lie, number one? She said, because I was under duress. What type of duress? I don't know. Then you come up with some stuff about you were illegally evicted when indeed you signed an agreement to leave and to pay. $2,115 is your judgment. Have a good day. Your claim is dismissed. Something wrong with you.
I did not steal any of her underwear, and I
Yes,
just
you did.
honestly want nothing to do with them. I'm done.
Great. I don't want anything to do with her, and there's obviously something wrong with you if your own family won't
Yeah.
even let you live with you.
Yeah, my brother let him live with
That's
me.
why
so
you're with
funny.
my sister.
Funny.
Oh,
Funny.
she's not your sister. Let's
Yes,
talk
she is
about
my
it.
sister. Let's
Okay,
talk
Dakota.
about it.
She's not relative to you, that's for sure.
That's cool. She doesn't want you a part of her life. That's funny.